When Carolyn Wenzel was 16 years old, she was in for a shock. Her parents were going through a divorce, and her mother said, "We're going to have to start shopping for clothes at a thrift store." The first time Carolyn entered, she thought it was gross. But then she spotted a shirt that she had paid $25 for a month before. But at the thrift store, it was only $2. From then on, Carolyn Wenzel was hooked. I'm hooked too. I have a good habit, shopping at thrift stores. I've interviewed a consignment store owner and people who have shopped at thrift stores, and I'd like to share that information with you today and give you 3 reasons why you too should shop at a thrift store. You can save money, find treasures, and help people. Let's start with the first reason. You can save money. That's why I like to shop at a thrift store. I spoke with Teresa Wilson, owner of consignment store Twice as Nice here in Fulton. And she said you can find designer jeans that normally cost $175, but at her store, she sells them for between $25 and $35. That's a good deal. At the Salvation Army ladies, you can find a typical outfit for $10. Jewelry for $2. Even sunglasses you can spray with Windex or alcohol, and they're just fine for a couple of dollars. Men, do you need exercise clothing? You can find them at the Salvation Army for $5. Pay It Forward thrift store here in Fulton has golf shirts for just $2. Do you need to go to a wedding or a funeral but don't have a suit jacket? Don't worry, you can get one for $5 at the thrift store. It's not just clothing that you can find at thrift stores. Do you need dishes? Why pay expensive prices? When I was in college, I didn't care if my dishes matched. You can find them for 50 cents up to $2. Do you need inexpensive furniture for your rental apartment or house? Look at the thrift store. Not only can you save money, but a second reason I like to shop at thrift stores is you can find treasures. I spoke with Randy Zikos. He and his wife, Diana from Boonville, love to shop at thrift stores. And he couldn't believe it. He walked into the Salvation Army at Corinth, and he saw brand new sideline Mississippi State jackets, $5 a piece. He quickly asked the woman in charge, was there a limit of how many you could buy? She said no. He started taking pictures, calling relatives, and walked out of the store with 4 brand new Mississippi jackets, $5 a piece. He also went to the Goodwill store in Corinth and for $3 bought his grandson a baseball mitt that he later priced at Academy store for $250 new. And an ABC News affiliate in Raleigh, North Carolina had an article about a woman in Raleigh who bought 4 prints at a Goodwill store for less than $10. She spent some research and discovered that these Matt Groening prints were worth between $2,000 and $3,000 a piece. She scored a lot of money. We've learned that you can save money and you can find treasures. But a third reason I really like to shop at thrift stores is because I know I'm helping other people. When I shop at the Salvation Army, I'm reminded that I'm helping homeless people at the Red Shield Lodge in Tupelo. I'm filling their belly when they're hungry. When I went to the Goodwill website, I met Chris Cockrell. When his eyes started having problems, he was diagnosed with an eye disease, which meant he could no longer be a general contractor. Feeling depressed, he had to move in with his father. When you're in your 30s, that can be pretty demeaning. But he went through training, determined to get another job. The problem is, no one would hire him. That is, until he walked into the Goodwill store. They took a chance on Chris, and he's been working there ever since. He's not making as much money as he did before, but he feels good about himself. Today, I've given you 3 reasons to shop at a thrift store. You can save money, you can find treasures, and you can help other people. I'd like to share with you my outfit. This necklace was $2 at the Sanctuary Thrift Shop in Tupelo. This top, a Gap top, was $3 at the City Thrift. And these jeans that I have on were also only $5. Shop Thrift.